last two might want some people.
Okay, well, I just did that now, so.
Let's do that.
In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio every Monday night from 8 p.m. In the Spotlight, featuring people from all walks of Dominican life, spotlighting their triumphs and tragedies, dreams, hopes, and aspirations, untold stories, touching the human and personal side of our people in politics, religion, sports, business, music, culture, the media, and more. Getting to know our farmers, public servants, youth, the ordinary Dominican. Listen to their stories. No limitations, no restrictions.
That's right.
No holds barred. In the Spotlight will also spotlight interesting topics, issues, and relevant situations. Don't miss In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio every Monday night from 8 p.m.
You waiting for me? Okay, it's coming soon.
In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio every Monday night from 8 p.m.
Online.
In the Spotlight,
295
featuring people from all walks of Dominican life, spotlighting their triumphs and tragedies, dreams, hopes, aspirations, untold
I'm
stories,
live right now.
touching the human and
Very
personal
nice,
side
as
of
well.
our people in politics, religion, sports, business, music, culture, the media, and more. Getting to know our farmers, our public servants, youth, and the ordinary Dominican. Listen to their stories. No limitations, no restrictions, no holds barred. In the Spotlight will also spotlight interesting topics, issues, and relevant situations. Don't miss In the Spotlight on Q95 FM radio every Monday night from 8 p.m. In the Spotlight.
So you said you go for like about 2 hours, right? 2 hours and a half.
2 hours. Sometimes I go more than that, but it's really supposed to be 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay, next. Share again.
Somebody said they're waiting. Tell them people they're ready.
Tell them enjoy the theme music still. People
The radio is on.
We're on soon. We're coming soon.
You hear that?
Is the person a first time listener
To Q95?
to the program?
No, I don't think so. Probably must have heard it somewhere already. On the past Where was I?
It is 10 minutes moving down past the 8 o'clock hour. It is another beautiful Monday night here in the beautiful nature island of the world, Dominica, a land blessed with many beautiful, talented people. One of them in the spotlight tonight. Keep it locked. Just want to say good evening to you wherever you are tonight, in whatever part of the world you are listening. We know we have listeners all the way in Europe, in Paris, in the United States, in Canada, in the Caribbean, and of course, our listeners right here in Dominica. Good evening again and welcome. Before I start off tonight, I have to mention something. Today, one of the fans of the show presented me. Well, she was not there in person. She was here over the weekend and didn't get to meet with her, but she left it in the capable hands of someone else. Good evening, Derek Peters, who had the responsibility of ensuring that I got it. And it was this beautiful gift. If you go on my page, you will actually see my video I did referencing the gift. So what she did, she took my photo, the In the Spotlight radio show flyer, and she made this beautiful mug for me. And listen, when I opened up this gift today, I was in absolute awe. It was really beautiful, and I think what touched me about it is the thoughtfulness that went into it. So to think somebody cared enough or loves this program enough that they went through the trouble of taking the photo or the graphic from the In the Spotlight radio show, peak included, and had someone make this beautiful mug with the graphic on the mug and have that delivered to me today. Thank you so much, Glenda. Glenda Shillingford, I know you're a big fan of this show. Thank you so much for that gift. It really means a lot, and I really do appreciate it. If you want to see what it looks like, go to my page. The video is there. You will get to see what the mug looks like, what this beautiful lady had done for me, for which I am so grateful and so appreciative. So all the fans of the program, I meet you every day. You tell me how much this program means to you, and I continue to do it just for you. And so, we're here tonight for another program. The last time we were here, I think it was, who was here last time? Maggie, was it? Oh, the last Monday was a holiday, and the Monday before that was Maggie. But tonight we have a beautiful, beautiful lady here in the spotlight. She's a Dominican by birth. I think she resides, well, not that I think, she resides outside of Dominica now, but we know her, and we know her very well. We know how talented she is, and we know that she can sing beautifully. We know too that this studio right here, this radio station, she won the QTS, the Q95 QTS. She'll tell us more about that. I remember judging her too when she won, so I do remember that. She formerly went by Temptatious, birth name Tracy, and now artist name Samantha Moon. I actually love that. There's a nice ring to Samantha Moon, and she's here in studios with us. We are going to say hello to her in just a while, because we have quite a bit to talk about. What has she been up to? How is the music going? You know, when she last left Dominica, what was she up to, and all of that good stuff. Let me remind you that you can view live on my Facebook page for Diana Frampton. If, as I said before, I can't take any more friends, and I do not yet have an official page, which I was told that I need to do. But anyway, you can go there and follow me, and you can get, yes, it was Anna, it was Sabina, it was indeed, yes. You can get to actually view and see Tracy live in studio. So you're also live on your page as well, right?
I am on
She's
Instagram.
live on her page on
Instagram.
I don't have the right mic for yours yet. Instagram.
At Miss Samantha Moon.
At Instagram at Miss Samantha Moon.
Yes.
Okay, we got the right. So many mics, you know. So many mics. Not sure which one you're touching most of the time. But again, we're happy to be here on this beautiful Monday night in Dominica, and we're getting ready to have a chat with. Interestingly, what am I going to call her throughout the program? I know her by all three names. It's all right. We're going to work it out. It is 8:15 right now. Let us go across and say good evening to our guest. I'll say good evening, Tracy, because we're going to start off there.
Okay.
And then we're going to move on to other things, right? So good evening to you, Tracy.
Good evening to you, Miss Diana Frampton, and to Dominica and the world listening.
It is our pleasure to have you here tonight.
Pleasure is mine.
The pleasure is yours. All right, I am sure there are some other people you want to say good evening to, your family here, the people who are viewing, etc.
Definitely, I want to say hi to my family first of all in Dominica, my friends, my fans, my die-hard fans in Trafalgar. Big up to everyone here tonight, and also in Minnesota where I'm residing right now. So yeah, I want to say good night to the whole world, actually. Everyone listening.
I like the look, Tracy.
Thank you.
I like the hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like the look. I like the nails. I'm a nails person,
Oh,
so I
thank you.
should have your nails. Show them your nails. It's a nice bronze, goldish kind of color. It's kind of pretty. You know, we have to talk about the look as well.
Oh, yes.
And you're a beautiful young lady too.
Thank you.
And I think that goes very well with the talent.
Yes.
They
It's
come,
good for the music industry.
isn't it?
It is. It's perfect.
They complement each other. They
Yes.
complement each other. They complement each other. All right, Tracy. So I'm calling you Tracy at this stage because we have to understand how we got from Tracy to Samantha Moon.
Okay.
You mentioned a while ago Trafalgar. So let us talk a bit about your background and where you come from, what you're about.
Yes. I am originally from Trafalgar. I lived there most of my life. I traveled a lot to different places and stuff like that. I did the cruise ship, as you know. At that time I was living in Dominica. And I did the cruise ship with Ali, a friend of mine. And you know Ali, right?
I don't remember the cruise ship part.
I did the cruise ship. So whilst I was in Trafalgar, I did the cruise ship and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, so I did Carnival Cruise Lines.
What did you do?
Singing as usual. So since I've been in Trafalgar, it was always about music and just, you know, staying focused on my craft and paying attention to what I really wanted in life, because, you know, as a young girl growing up, it's the hardest thing, especially as a woman, to really just stay focused and do what you have to do. But Trafalgar is my ground, or should I say my root, where my first set of music that I started to do, even singing, I used to sing a lot of other artists' music also. Trafalgar is the root of where everything began. And my family is like family oriented in music also. So all of that good stuff. Trafalgar, not much to say. I love the waterfalls and the hot springs. Actually, plenty to say. And I love my family and friends and my fans. You know, they have been supportive from day one. So Trafalgar is the root of everything where I'm from.
Tell me about the immediate family. Do you have brothers? Do you have sisters? Who's
Yes,
your mommy?
I
Who's
do.
your daddy? You talk about music being in the family. Tell us when the family is musically oriented.
Yeah, I'm a little personal about my family, but I can't talk about them. I love my family. My family is like, you know, everything to me. From the moment I started doing music, my mom, I don't know, some people knew her as Jackie Snappy Tonville. She used to have a nice little bus going around and cook food. My mom can cook. But yeah, so my mom always been supportive, and my dad does music also. And my whole family, if anyone knows the Johnsons in Trafalgar, we are very like serious about the music really and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, all right. How did you get into music? How did it start?
I would say from the moment I was 3 years old.
3 years.
Yeah.
That's very young.
That's very young. But my mom told me I always liked to sing, and my first song I would sing was "I Would Always Love You" by Whitney Houston. And I used to sing it, and then I kind of grew out of that and started doing other types of music and stuff. So I think it was first of all naturally part of my life. It happened naturally, that self-taught thing. So yeah.
You liked Whitney Houston.
I liked Whitney Houston.
Which were some of your favorites of Whitney?
It would have to be "I Would Always Love You." But my favorite artist really of all time would have to be Regina Bell.
Regina Bell.
Yes, Regina Bell. I love Regina Bell.
Tell me what about Regina Bell?
I just love the way she delivers the music, and music is an emotion, and the way she delivers the music, it's amazing to me. Everyone has a preference of what they like. I would be
So would you say that Regina Bell, Whitney Houston, you mentioned Anita Baker, would you say that they're among the artists who inspired you?
Definitely. Growing up, you know how it is on the radio, music plays over and over and over. So in my head, it goes back like a deja vu kind of. I always
Deja vu, Anita deja vu, right?
So for me, it's like I just like the delivery of the music and how she sings and all of that. She's not afraid to expose, or should I say, to let out her voice. Yeah.
Any modern day artists who inspire you as well?
I don't know.
You're
I
old
like
school.
old school. I like old school for me. But if I have to choose a few artists, I would say, especially in rap music, I would say Nicki Minaj. I like Nicki Minaj.
You like different.
Yeah, I like Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of music would you say that you do? What do you lean towards?
R&B and soul.
R&B.
The reggae and the dancehall will always be a part of my life, but the R&B and soul, it's like international, worldwide. You know, I can touch on basis with like red carpet, Grammys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for something more out there. You know, because in order to go from the first level to the next and to the next, then you always have to up your game. So that's how I look at it. So R&B and soul, yeah.
How do you describe what you do? Do you consider yourself to be an artist? Do you consider yourself to be a performer? How do you describe yourself in terms of what you're doing?
I am all. I'm an artist, performer, you know, entertainer. For me, it's all about getting people involved. And when we listen to music, I don't know about you, but when I listen to music, I'm looking for something with good vibes, good lyrics, good delivery, good melody, all of that. So I would consider myself an all-arounder with the entertainment, an artist, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. So even a musician, because I play the piano and the guitar also. So yeah.
You played, I don't remember you playing any of those during...
Because I never really played them before at the time I was in Dominica, so it wasn't like a thing that I was doing all the time.
Okay.
But I decided I had to go from one level to the next, so I had to go more into the music and get deeper by playing an instrument, because it's gonna expand how my vocal song and all of that, expand my range. And it's good. I love the piano. It's really, really amazing. It has an amazing song, the way it feels and emotional and all of that. I started first self-taught, and then I started doing the theory of the instrument.
And how long ago you started that? Just a couple of years ago?
Yeah, just a couple of years ago.
So piano and
the guitar.
And the guitar as well.
Yeah.
And what, in terms of the guitar, at what stage are you in terms of the guitar?
The guitar, I'm already like, I already got the guitar down. Right now, I'm really into the piano life right now, because it sounds amazing to my ear.
Okay.
I love it.
Let us go back. We're backtracking now again. We're going back to your time in Dominica and the genesis of the music. So you said you started about at the age of 3.
Yes.
And inspired by people like Whitney Houston, Regina Bell, and so on. Take us through the musical journey from that point in your life, and how you got to really get into the music.
Okay. So, seeing that I was already naturally inclined in all of that, I then started to play with the natural vibes. So I performed with the natural vibes in different places in Dominica, and after that I went to Jamaica. I don't know if you remember Jamaica.
I'm trying to remember.
It's on my bio. For that,
yes,
you were here all the way.
Listen, I read the bio, and I'm remembering some of the stuff, and I'm saying Tracy did all that.
Yes, I know it's been a long
yes.
time. Like I was saying earlier, I put in a lot of my hours, you know?
Yes.
And everything I'm getting now, I deserve it. So, so I did natural vibes. After I did natural vibes, I went to Jamaica, as you know, or as you did not remember. I have to remind you, but Queen Africa had invited me.
That I remember when you performed.
That was a Jamaica one, yeah.
But didn't you perform at a show at, was it Harlem Plaza?
At that time it was Crazy Coconuts.
Crazy Coconuts it
yes,
was.
At that time. So I opened for them with the band.
I remember
I
that.
opened for her, yes. And then after that we became friends. That was in 2006, I think.
Oh.
And we became friends, and she told me, I would like you to come to Jamaica to come perform on my stage. I was like, I'm so amazed by that. And it's not like I was asking, so that was just a good feeling to me. So I went to Jamaica and I performed at the Rebel Salute stage, which is a huge festival that happens every year in January. So after I did that, Katina, I I did a Q95 talent search.
So you came back after you came back from
I
Jamaica.
came back from Jamaica.
So let us talk about the Jamaica experience.
Oh no, I did the cruise ship first.
You did the cruise ship first.
Then Jamaica.
How long you did the cruise ship for?
I did the cruise ship for like about 3 years.
For about 3 years.
Yeah.
So you performed.
Yeah.
You performed on the cruise ship.
Right.
Okay.
So I performed on the cruise ship, and as I told you, my guy Ali, he would like play the keyboards and stuff like that, and I would sing and we would perform, and people would love it. And every week we would get like.
So you're a 2-man show then?
2-man show. I mean, it's like sequence. It's like sequence on the keyboard. So it's like Ali would set up the music, and then I would like sing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, so the cruise ship turned out okay for 3 years.
Oh yeah.
What made you decide to stop?
Well, I was pursuing my next level of my dream. That was to be a solo artist and to go out there and get my name known. As much as the huge artists out there, you know, it takes more time because I'm an indie artist. I'm an independent artist, so that's what it means. So being an indie artist, it's like, you know, you have to take your time, you do it on your own. I have a team, but as little as it is, I have to keep on going and just do my thing. Yeah.
So you left the cruise ship and you decided to come back to Dominica.
I decided to come back to Dominica, and then I went to Jamaica. And after I did that,
before we move on, yes, let's talk about the Jamaica experience.
Yes.
So you get to Jamaica and you're going to perform with Queen Africa at the, what is it, Rebel Salute show.
Yes.
And you're all excited.
I'm excited.
Because you're in the land of reggae.
I am. It was such an amazing experience. I met artists like Barry's Hammond. I met Phantom Moja, Tony Rebel. I met, oh my God, what's his name? But I met a lot of artists. Beanie Man. Yeah, I met Beanie Man. And it was good, and she treated me really good. She came on stage and she called me out herself. While she was on stage, I was there singing and stuff. The band was playing. That was Barry's Hammond live band called the Live Wire. And we were doing our thing up there. It was good. Thousands of people were looking, and after that it was really good. A lot of people was asking for me. After that, I had to fulfill my EP, which was next.
Okay. All right. So you mean you got opportunities to perform from that?
I did.
Did you turn them down?
I didn't turn them down, but at the time I was nowhere to be seen. I was like traveling all over the world. I've traveled so many places. Sometimes when I think about it, I'll be like, thank God I got to experience, and I'm getting to and still experiencing so many beautiful things, you know? Yeah.
Interesting.
It is.
So you came back to Dominica and you took part in the QTS.
QTS.
Yes.
Yes. And I won the QTS. What? That was such an interesting night, wasn't it? You were there, so you know the experience and how it felt.
Yes.
So it was amazing. Rehearsed for the show for so long, and it was all worth it in the end because then I got to win the competition and all of that.
What did that do for you?
Well, I would have to say my Dominican people knew about me a little more, you know, and they got to know who I really was as an artist and a vocalist and stuff like that. Though right now it's so much in such a complete difference from what it was before to now, because right now it's like I'm so much better than I was before. I always keep getting better, so I like that.
You've grown.
Yes, and you can never stop learning. Yeah.
Do you remember the songs that you did at the QTS?
I do.
The finals.
It was Many Rivers to Cross by Jimmy Cliff, and it was Rihanna, Russian Roulette, and then I did Pink. The first time, I think it was Try.
I love Pink.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I did that. Yeah.
And you came out and you blew us away because in the end you won. But you had a steady following, and I think you were a bit ahead of the others in terms of your singing ability, your vocal ability, and your performance as well. So it was almost like you were one of those leading the pack, you know, in terms of that competition, and you emerged well. Part of that competition, though, if I recall, wasn't it some record deal or something? What was that?
It was. You gotta get down to that.
Hey, we're talking.
It was supposed to be. I was supposed to sign some forms.
Okay.
Or contracts. Actually, it's a contract. Yeah.
And you didn't? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna have respect for the contract.
And we're gonna leave it at that.
Yes, I love Q95 though, don't get me wrong. That's like, you know, Q95 really supported me too, and I believe it's the talent again, you know, and my determination. I really wanted to win, and I rehearsed and I worked hard for it. So they say good work pays off, and it did, you know.
Yeah.
So winning the competition was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. The whole of Trafalgar came to support me. It was so interesting for Dinah, and then to see people just cheering for you and love you so much. I actually cried. It was a touching feeling. Yeah.
Is it a show you would like to see Q95 resume?
I do. I've been following to make sure that they do something, but it looks like, I don't know if they cool down for the time, but
You would like to see it come back?
yes, I would love to see it come back, of course.
All right.
Of course, because it's good for other young people to get the same, you know, vibe that we had to experience throughout that time. You know, you could come show your talent and all of that, and it's good. It gets your mind more open to go to the next level of whatever you decide to do. But I know it's a singing competition, so for kids or people who love to sing to come to perform.
If they were to resume QTS, any suggestion that you would like to give to them in terms of things they could do differently along those lines?
I mean, you know, if it's one thing I didn't really pay attention to, because I was so busy doing me and trying to win that competition so bad that I didn't really pay attention. But I believe that we had rehearsals and all of that. We had a vocal coach. I forgot her name, but she does it in Convent High School, I think, too. What's her name? Was
it Huguette?
Maybe.
Huguette Andrew?
She's a nice dark-skinned lady, not too tall.
I think it might have been Huguette, but I don't remember who the coach was.
Yeah, but she was a good vocal coach. She taught us some good stuff. So I know we already have that, so we wouldn't need to do that again. But I would just say, just try and make it better and as better as they can, you know, whatever it is, whatever it may be, you know, to pinpoint exactly what should be done better. Maybe they should just call me to be a judge.
You would like to be a part of that,
I
right?
would love to do that, because, you know, like, coaching is always in my head too, and that's stuff I want to do when I get to the level that I'm getting there, but there's always another level to get to, like I always say. So, you know, I would love to do something amazing for the youth in Dominica as soon as I see things are popping the way they're supposed to. For now, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life that I like and I really appreciate, and we can talk about that too when it comes to the music.
Good stuff. That's where we're gonna head in a while. Somebody says, don't forget GSS choir days.
Oh my God, that must be someone who knows me for sure. Who's that?
It's David Thornhill.
Okay. Oh, that's like that. We were singing at school and stuff like that when I used to go to secondary school. Yeah, I will never forget my GSS days. We won medals already and all of that, so yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So overall, the local experience and even the experience on the cruise ship played a role in getting you to where you are today and where you intend to get.
Definitely, because and a lot of people like to ask me this question: which is your most favorite experience? I have none, because every experience is my favorite. You know, even through the rough times, I feel like every experience is special because it leads me to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into all of the good music vibes, and we have some of your music here, we are actually going to let the listeners hear. One of my viewers actually just reminded me that I've kind of strayed from my usual format, which starts from getting to know the person a little better. So you just mentioned GSS. So let's talk about the youthful days. We didn't really talk about the youthful days,
Yes, I know.
Let's talk about the youthful
Sometimes.
days. Growing up in Trafalgar, going to Goodwill Secondary School. Let's talk about those days.
Okay. Yeah, it was exciting for me. Most of it, all of it wasn't exciting. There's bullying in school and all of that.
You went through that?
Of course, I went through bullying in school and all of that.
What would they bully you for?
I don't know, but the moment I opened my vocals, that was like gone out the window.
Once they realized you could sing.
Yeah, as soon as they realized you could sing. But I went through a lot of bullying in school, and I had to get used to it and tell myself that no one can bully me. You understand? So for me, but GSS was like, I had great days in GSS. Like David told you, we would sing, and I got myself into a choir where I could sing. Tarina Simon was part of it. David himself was part of it, and so many other singers. We had a huge choir that Mrs. White. I don't know if you know Miss White. She used to coordinate for all of us to get on and all of that. So it was interesting, and school was good. I think my favorite subject would have to be like information technology and French. I really liked French.
Oh, so parlez-vous français?
Oui.
I hope it's not we alone.
No,
You can say.
I used to love French. I used to
Okay.
love French and information technology and stuff. I loved my teachers also. I had some beautiful teachers, I would say. And Mrs. Graham was my family life teacher. I hope you're listening.
Wait, these are subjects that you all did in school?
Yeah,
Family life?
family life education.
My days in school, we didn't do no family life.
No?
No. And we didn't do IT either. In these, no. I'm hearing about some, interesting subjects that students do today that I never knew about. Back then. Even in our days, maybe I didn't do food and nutrition because I probably didn't do that subject. But probably it existed back then. But there's another name for it now.
I don't know.
Then there's EFLE or something of the sort.
Yes,
I don't know.
HFLE.
HFL. You see? I don't even know what it's called.
It's HFLE, yeah, we did that. Yes.
It's interesting, some of those things that people, students do now in
Health
school.
and family life education.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Health and family life education. But we didn't have that in our days, in my days in grammar school. So, but I guess at some point, they started introducing those subjects into the curriculum as the years went by. So your favorite subject you said was? French and IT.
Information technology. Yeah.
Okay. What did you want to be?
All my life
Don't
growing
tell
up,
me
all
a
I wanted
singer.
to be was a singer. I swear. That's all I ever wanted to be. All.
So nothing else was popping up in the back of your mind?
I love to paint.
Okay.
I love to paint.
Okay.
But besides that, if you were looking for something mainly in my life that I would have to say that I always wanted to do and I am doing right now, it's music. I could tell you that much. And that's all I wanted to do. I love to paint, love to dance. I'm a dancer for sure.
Well, that goes with the music as well.
Yes.
That definitely goes with the music.
Yes.
Okay, so some people just giving some information that there's some feedback. I hope it's not there still. Okay. No, it's good. Okay, it's good. So life growing up in Trafalgar. It's cold there. So what more can you tell me about life growing up in Trafalgar?
Trafalgar is amazing for Dinah. Like anyone can tell you, like life is hard for a lot of people. But at the end of the day, to me growing up, I never really understood what that is because I was always happy, with my family. I've been through a lot, but that happiness of my family, that comfort, that warmth, like I don't know if I experienced it and I haven't seen it, but for me, it was always about the love of my family. Going to the river, I love to go swim and going to the waterfalls, and and even when it's hard, you're not looking at these things. You're more looking at you around your family, and it doesn't really, affect you so much. I mean, there's a lot of things I went through as a young girl growing up. I mean, a lot of us young people, we do, but it never really fazed me to the fact where I had to feel like my life was miserable or anything, because I always look at it as whenever you're down, you just pick up and you go again and next, you understand? So for me, life Trafalgar was amazing. I mean, as a little girl, it was always about music and to school and to church, because then my mom used to bring me to church all the time. I didn't like to go, but I didn't really like to go all the time, but I church is what also gave me a platform to sing, because then I used to sing in church and stuff like that.
You see?
I used to sing in church a lot. And my first song I ever sang in church, I think it was Lord Prepare Me.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. I don't think I remember that song.
I think it goes something like, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. Yes, there we go.
Yes.
Oh my God, I could be your backup singer.
Oh my God.
Hey, how did we sound?
You sound good.
Yes, we sound good. I cannot get away from the fact that you said, as a young person, and we don't have to get into details of the experiences that you said, that you've had some challenges and you've had some difficult experiences. What, though, I will ask you to share with us, if you do not want to go into details of the experiences, is what did you learn from the experiences that you had, and what can you share with others that they too can possibly learn in case they're going through any of the challenges or any of the difficulties that you experience? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's take it by segments.
Okay.
So when it comes to life on a whole, as a young person growing up, I'm telling you, the worst thing you can do is bring yourself down. That's number one. You have to perceive something in your mind that's going to be very elevating for you in the future. It's going to help the young people go forward and tell themselves, listen, no matter how I feel, because I know there's a lot of young people getting raped. I know there's a lot of young people getting bullied, like I said I was in school. I know there's a lot of young people right now that are thinking of suicide. I know that there's so many things. Even the older people, as us as humans, we have to realize that no matter what goes on in our life, life moves on, and we have to keep moving with the tides too as it goes on. So for me, when it comes to music now, so with life you have to just keep going no matter what. Like I said, I've been trashy. We're not gonna go down to details, but if a lot of people in Trafalgar know me, then they know exactly what I'm talking about. And I have grown all these years, and I can say thank God that I have grown and I have learned, and there's so many things that I've experienced in life that now I can tell other people and help them, maybe even I do what I can, And when it comes to the music, I know there's a lot of people, not just music, what about art? What about, young people who want to become a doctor or a lawyer, all of that. In anything you're doing, you have to keep on at it. You have to make it your priority every day. I can't let a day go by without I sing, I practice, I rehearse, I play the piano, I play the guitar, and even if I don't play today, then tomorrow I have to make up for all the other days that I didn't play for, because I have to play for hours. Because you have to put in your time, So as a young people in Dominica and the world, what I want to tell them is this: put in your time and you will get better day by day by day. One day somebody gonna turn around and say like, oh my God, you are so much more amazing than you was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you keep going like that, and then soon things just gonna move naturally and happen. Yeah, you have to tell the universe what you want. You have to say it out loud, write it down. You know what I mean? Say it, and then God will lead the rest of the way.
And in terms of the lessons that you learned from your experiences, what were some of those lessons?
Is that you can't give up. You can't let people tell you no, that you can't. You can't let people tell you what to do, because then you're supposed to open your mind naturally and know that this is what I want, this is what I need. So first I've learned to know what I need first, what is best for me. And a clear mind, you can't say what is best for you and then do nonsense. But you have to have a clear mind and say, that is what I want. So that's what I learned from that. Don't let people bring you down. Keep going. And I've failed so many times, Vadina. So many times. Because you know how the music industry is in Dominica, you know what I mean? So I just kept on going and going, and then so many amazing things happened after that. And you know, and I'm happy to see that I can walk around Rosanna or Trafalgar and make people is like, I'm proud of you. And that just gives me, put more love in my heart to even say thank you, you know. And I love my people because I know I have the support. Everyone might not be on the internet all the time, but I know I definitely have.
Yes, I see your stuff. I see your stuff. You know, occasionally.
Yeah.
I may appear to be on Facebook a lot, but I don't get to always go through my feed and to see what's going on, or to say, okay, today I'm going to see what Samantha Moon is up to. That kind of thing. I really don't have the time to do that, but I do see your stuff sometimes, and I see you doing good things. I see you doing good things. I see you sharing that beautiful talent, that beautiful voice that you have, and I know you're going to get to where you need to get to and where you're aiming to get to, because clearly I think you're at a place where you know where you want to be, you know what you want, you know what your objectives are, you know what your vision is, and I have no doubt that you will get there, especially with the support system that you have behind you and really pushing you. And we're going to get to shortly in a while where you are right now, so people can know what you're really up to. And I just think, you know, that this is an opportunity for you to reconnect with us, since you left. For those who probably don't get the opportunity to be on Facebook and to see, but for those who are listening via the radio, maybe that grandma that is somewhere, you know, and saying, oh, okay, Timon Salah Ibon, you know, that kind of thing. For those who don't have the opportunity to know you otherwise, we hope that we can give them this opportunity tonight, to get to know you and to get to know your music as well. Somebody said beautiful lady, just to let you know that. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We are live on the In the Spotlight radio show with Tracy Johnson, and we'll say that now, but then when we're going to get into Samantha Moon, which is the name she goes by now, the artist name that she goes by now, then we're going to get to know a bit more about Samantha Moon and what Samantha Moon is about. While we take the break, I'm going to play one of her songs, and we'll lead into starting to talk about Samantha Moon. Beautiful voice, beautiful track. It's called What Love Is.
Yes.
Tell us about this one.
Yeah, so it always comes back to that love thing.
Yes.
I love.
Oh my God, you're one of those.
Yes, because I feel like love is like a religion by itself. That's the first thing. If we don't have that, then what do we have? You know, as a people, as Dominicans, as a world, we should love each other. We should show love. We should give up. I'm not saying if someone is being disrespectful, don't put them in their place. But with love.
Yes. You mean do it with love?
With love.
Oh my goodness.
I've been through the worst experiences with people who has just bad attitudes and, you know, a hard mood or something. But the moment I give them a smile, I'm like, how was your day? Sometimes they just relax. You don't know what a person going through. So it also pertains to a relationship. If you know what love is, why don't you do right by me? You should be doing right by me, and I should do right by you.
Sure.
So that is what this song is all about. Love.
Okay.
Yes.
So we will talk about the EP in a while, but let us talk about the movement from Temptatious And Temptations was when you were in Dominica.
Yes, with
So,
natural vibes.
With natural vibes.
Yes.
So the Temptations stage name was solely for natural vibes.
Natural vibes.
So when you performed in Jamaica,
it was also Temptations because I was with natural vibes all that time.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Temptations name, where did that name originate from? Who came up with that?
Oh, it was actually my cousin's boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came up with that name.
He thought you were Temptations?
He was just like...
And what is Temptations?
Temptations, I know, someone sexy. Someone sexy, I guess. Yes.
Okay, so we came from Temptations, and Temptations was while you were in Dominica.
Yes.
Right? So what was happening with the music business while you were in Dominica that led to you having to move?
I was playing a lot of gigs and stuff, but it was always the same position for me, and I needed to go to the next thing. Because me staying there would have been like me being here up till today. You know what I mean? And not like you want to leave your country or you want to go somewhere and, you know. But I had to elevate from the next one, you know. After winning the QTS, a lot of people knew about it, and then I had to go to the next one. So yeah, I just had to move up the ladder.
You just had to move.
Yeah, and the name Temptations was just a name I had. Everyone used it, you know, it was like a nickname for me, you know, and then they use it like a stage name after that. But Samantha Moon is what you call a solid, ready artist name, you know, or well branded around artists and everything. Oh, by the way, big up to my group, Starford Music Group LLC, up in Minnesota.
Alright. So you have a group.
Yes,
You're part of
I have my crew.
Okay.
The producers, big sweet producers, you know. Songwriters if I need it, but you know I write.
Yes, I know that.
So yeah, and my management and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still need to get to know how Samantha Moon came about, the name. Were you just staring at the moon one night and thought, you know?
Management.
Okay.
Yeah, we decided we needed a change. And my name is also trademarked. So it's like Samantha Moon is what's gonna be staying with us forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as you said before, Samantha is also your original name.
Yeah, it's my middle name.
It's your middle name.
Yeah.
So you just added Moon to it.
Well, it wasn't me.
Well, your man. When I say you, you know what I mean.
Yes. We added Moon to it.
And it gave it a certain
It's like reflection, you know. It's what you want to reflect to the world.
Okay.
What you want to tell the world. I'm not saying no, and then I won't do a little love song. I won't do this and that. For me, Samantha Moon is always about good lyrics and good vibes and good reflection of love and unity and togetherness, and that's what it's all about.
And the name does have a certain level of sophistication about it.
Yes.
Samantha Moon. It actually rolls off the tongue very nicely.
Yes.
And I think I can see it, you know, written in the skies or written on the billboards, you know, Samantha Moon, that kind of thing. Definitely. So tell me about Samantha Moon, the artist.
Yes, Samantha Moon, the artist is, you know, energetic, very entertaining. I have to have my crowd, you know, right there with me, having that same emotion that I have. I have to tap into their world. They have to tap into mine. It's an amazing experience seeing me perform live, you know, and so many things have changed about me as an artist after performing for so long. You just get so used to it that you know, people just love the vibe, you know, people love the vibes. Okay,
so when Samantha Moon was launched, trademarked, and you came out as Samantha Moon, how did it start off? What were you doing as Samantha Moon, the artist?
Yes, I was just preparing my EP. We were rounding up everything to prepare my EP for my EP, Wake Up Now, the one you've been playing. And we decided we needed a change. So whilst I was happening, oh my God, we took like 4 years to record this EP. We wanted it right, you know, Calvin loved things.
Yes, indeed,
so my manager, and he loved when things are well put together. So all this time, whilst we were working on the Samantha Moon, trademarking my name, we were doing the EP, getting everything ready so the world could hear all of that, and dealing with all these huge producers in Florida, New York, Las Vegas, California. Yeah.
And just
so much was going on at once.
And just giving Calvin a plug in there. Calvin is also an amazing photographer.
Oh my God.
He does
takes all of my photos.
Yes, and you know, I actually got some feedback. I used one of your photos to send through to promote the show on my WhatsApp groups, and you know, a couple of people actually came back and said beautiful. You know, he does really amazing work,
amazing.
and I hope that I suspect that part is integrating into the artist as well. Definitely. In terms of what you put out there.
Yes, to brand. It's
imaging.
All about branding.
Yes.
You know, because as an artist, you have to know where you stand, what you want to look like, what you want to do, how you want to be portrayed to the world, and all of that. So it's all about branding, you know, marketing yourself in a great way.
Let us talk about some of the performances in terms of the artist before we get back to some of the songs from the album. What are some of the places you've played? What are some of the gigs you've done? You know, what type of performances you've done leading up to this as the artist Samantha Moon?
Yes. So let's start in Dominica. I performed at Creole Festival. As you know, I did the QTS. I used to perform at Garage too. Is it still the same name?
Yes,
Garage?
right there. Yes.
Yes, I did Evergreen. Not Evergreen.
Anchorage.
Fort Young. I did all of that. Moving up the ladder, I went to Jamaica. I performed in Jamaica. Moving up the ladder, I did Chicago at the Wild Year. That's like a very known area in Chicago. It's called the Wild Year. I performed there.
Kofi actually mentioned.
I was just about to say.
And I think Tad, yes, as well.
Tad, right?
Yes.
So that's my people.
Yeah, all right.
My number one people when I go to Chicago. Yeah. And also Peter Seja also introduced me to Chicago to come do some shows and stuff like that. And the people in Chicago love me. They love me, and I just love that about all their warmth and everything like that. And I also perform in Minnesota, in Duluth, a lot of different places in Minnesota. It's huge. Minnesota is huge, so it's a huge state. And also, where else? Las Vegas, and oh my God, so many places for Dinah. I'm not gonna name all, but
You've done a
Yes.
few.
Also the Carry Fest in Minnesota, and I will be performing for that one too this year on July the 27th.
So they loved you.
Yeah, they call back for me mostly every year.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna be performing in Duluth. It's a World Reggae Music Festival. There will be some great headliners like Kimani Mali, Olatunji. We're gonna have DeMarco and Kabaka Pyramid myself. Yeah, so I'll be aligned for a lot of big artists, and that's a pretty amazing
experience.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so
and that one is on July the 20th also, so like 7 days apart.
This year?
Yes, this year, July.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been doing quite a lot of things.
I have.
You've been doing a lot.
Never stopped.
You never stopped. You've won a couple of things as well.
Yes. I've won a competition in Minnesota called Sing St. Cloud. Yeah, and I was on the newspaper and everything in St. Cloud Times. And I also perform for the NAACP events and stuff like that every year.
Tell me about that competition, Sing St. Cloud.
Yeah, there were like about 14 competitors, and I had to, like, no one there knew me for Dinah. Like, it was so strange. It was so weird, like walking up in a place and everyone was there to support their family, and the only person that was there was my manager Calvin, and then I had like maybe 2 friends, and the place, like the field was like a little field, and then actually not little but it was a huge field, and everyone was on there and listening and waiting to see what I got, and I came up with that Tina Turner, what's love got to do, and I came up and I did that, and everyone, I can't even lie about that, I'm shivering actually. People that was there to support their family couldn't help but just oh my God, that was amazing. And then we had to go by applause, and then they were going by one, this person, that person, this one. When they got to me, everyone just roared. And they was like, okay, well, we don't have to go do anything else. We know this is the winner, and yeah. That
So
was
you
amazing.
who came with practically no support,
No support
except your little team.
my little team.
Yes.
And then that was it.
People don't know who you are,
It
and
was
you,
an amazing experience.
did you do the entire Tina Turner loop
I
and everything?
did. No, but not the loop. But I did the whole song, and I performed there. I was just moving around and just dancing and stuff, and telling people to clap their hands and stuff like that. That was good. It was good. After I felt so proud of myself.
Because you got the crowd involved, and I think
Right.
that's why they had no choice but to support you.
Right,
And
right.
of course, your talent, you must have performed extremely well.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
I take my work very seriously. You know that, but
Yes.
whenever I do something, I like to do it with taste, style, and with all what I got. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you're getting there. You're absolutely getting here.
Yes.
We're going to take another one of the tracks, and we'll talk some more. Any one of them I can do?
Anyone, whatever you like.
Okay. Let's try. This one is called Everything and More. Getting quite a bit of love on this track there on the
that's
Facebook
good.
Live. So people are loving the music,
Oh,
and I
thank
think
you.
that is what you want to achieve. You want people to know
Definitely.
you, and you want people to know your music. A lot of effort, a lot of hard work
Yes.
is put into this, and as a result, you want people to be able to relate to your music. Now I notice we're really more reggae here.
Yes.
So far, the two that we've played.
So far.
So
yes.
far. So
I
talk
had to keep that roots
Mhm.
of my country, Dominica. We love reggae, we love dancehall, we love our booyahs.
Yes.
But I had to at least do something that's in my lane. So my choice was to do reggae or dancehall or something like that. So yeah, I had to do that. Put it in there. I have to. Yeah.
So you have reggae and what?
Dancehall, pop,
Reggae, dancehall, pop.
and then I have R&B and soul, which
R&B.
I'm focused on right now.
Okay, so you're leaning towards R&B and
And
soul.
soul, yes.
Is it because of the market that you're in, which
The
is
market.
the US market?
Yes, because of the market, and also a lot of Afrobeat and stuff is making it known in the world too, which I'm working with a Nigerian producer.
Mhm.
His name is V Fresh, but we can get down more into that
Mhm.
also. I'm mostly leaning to the R&B and soul because I'm looking at the Grammys. I'm looking at all of that good stuff. You know, I want to get a Grammy. So
Of course,
you know,
why not?
walk the red carpet and receive my award.
Yes, but Tracy, what are we doing? So you want to walk the red carpet, you would like to get a Grammy award and all of that. Where are we at in terms of getting there?
Okay, I'm working with a Grammy award winning producer right now. His name is Glenn Kalakun. We just did a single actually just before I came down here in Florida. We recorded together. He produced artists like Barbara Streisand, Jimi Hendrix, Carlos Santana, Rolling Stones, and all of that. So yeah, we're getting into the big stuff. So I'm excited about that. So that's what's gonna happen to get further.
How do you get there? How do you get to these people? How is it done?
You don't.
Maybe I need to ask Calvin.
You don't. They get to you.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. Unless you know somebody, it's really hard to get to these people, the caliber that they are in. Because to give you a little scoop inside for your show, you know,
Right.
that's what it is,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Let it out.
Yeah, it's it was amazing visiting this guy because he's such a great producer and engineer and mastering guy. And it was a gated community and all of that I had to go through, and I think we had some films on that. It was a gated community I had to go through and go visit and all of that, and we did the single and it was amazing. It was such an experience to be in such a huge studio and to be in one side, like me here performing live by myself on a studio mic, and a band is in the next room performing whilst I'm singing. So it all happened live whilst the studio guy Glenn is on the other side here mixing and stuff right away. That was just amazing.
That's
It
a
was
big
mind-blowing.
time.
It was mind blowing. It was.
So the single is done?
The single is done.
Okay, so what happens next with that single
When I get back.
when you get back?
Yeah, when I get back, we're gonna work on some more stuff. but the single is completely done.
Okay.
Everything.
So a producer like that produces a track for you.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with that track? That's what I want to know.
You go to the next big league. You go to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So if you realize,
so does it hit the radio? Who sends it to the radio? How does it work?
Hit the radio waves like crazy.
Okay.
But that will all be revealed soon enough.
Oh, I see. So you're holding back on me, Miss Tracy.
Well, just a little bit. I mean, I know we have little nosy listeners, which I like. But for now, we're taking it one step at a time.
And I can understand that and respect that.
Yes.
What did the producer think of your voice?
Oh my God, he loves me. He loves my voice. He loves my humbleness about me. Because no matter how far I go for that, I come back to my home grounded 100%. And I love my family. Does that also for me.
They help keep you grounded.
Yeah, because I have to always remember where I came from and what I was about from the start to the finish, and what can even be better whilst going along the road. But it's amazing to have an experience like that with someone who recorded all of these amazing musicians. Like, these are the top 40.
Yes.
So for me, it's, oh my God, mind blowing.
Is there more work in the future with that particular producer? If I at least ask that?
Definitely. I don't think he wants me to go away anytime soon.
Oh.
Yeah. He's in love with my voice, like seriously.
R&B, is that what this?
R&B and soul, but he likes a little mix up now and then, so it's fine.
Alright. And you can work with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Versatile artist from number one.
Okay.
Day one.
So that's one of the routes to the Grammys,
right,
and to the red carpet, and all of that.
Right.
What else are you doing in terms of preparing for that?
Well, I mean
that producer is huge.
I know the management team is actually controlling that.
Okay.
All I have to do right now, which I learn about the music industry as I go along too, and I also know a lot of things, about the music industry, which is interesting because as you go along, you learn, and it's good for any indie artist out there listening. It's good to always find out information about the music and what's going on and what you have to do, what you sign in, be careful what you're doing out there. So yeah, so it's interesting, and I just can't wait for the next thing.
For the next major thing to happen.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I know.
I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to seeing you walk the red carpet and to do all of that good thing. But you said you've learned a lot, in terms of being an artist and the music industry. You were talking about leaving whatever to the management team to make decisions and to do whatever needs to be done. So does that mean that your job now is just to be the artist, learn your music, write, and what is your job as the artist?
Sometimes, because I own my own record label,
okay,
Calvin and I. So sometimes I do leave it up to the management because I can't handle everything on my own. But what I do is make sure I know what's going on, and I'm always getting insight about what's going on. We always have meetings and stuff like that about what's going on, so I can be aware, and as I'm going along I learn and stuff like that. So yeah.
With your own record label, the Dominican artist who is still struggling, really interested in the music, passionate as you are, hoping for that opportunity as well, can that person say probably one day I can be on your label? Definitely.
And I'm looking
forward to that. And what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because as soon as I get a little further in what I want to do, like I gave you a nice little insight so you understand what's going on here. Whenever I get a little further in what I want to do, I'm thinking about maybe coming to sign, not maybe, I'm thinking about coming to maybe sign artists and stuff like that, and see who is the best and who's willing to go further and do what they have to do, because this music business is a lot of discipline. So I can tell you all now, prepare yourselves.
Right.
It's very important that you prepare yourself and that you take your craft seriously.
What does that preparation you speak of involve?
It's like artist development. You have to be patient. You have to practice, rehearse. You have to do research. So therefore, if you like dancing, in other words, you research on what dance moves you can use or help yourself to go further in the dance career. So yeah, so it's like that.
Right, if you can.
Right, you do a lot of vocal exercises. Writing is very, very important for an artist to make it further. I mean, people like Rihanna, just to give an example, they have a lot of writers writing for them. But that's when you're signed to a label. You can get all of that, and you're getting like all these important people to come and tell you, oh, you want a song and stuff. But as an independent artist, I can tell you, you have to write, you have to do everything that you're not used to doing, you know. Like the other day, my family was making, they were like little kicks. Or we just say, we were having a little kick the other day. I was like, you can do everything. I was like, you know what, I just realized that. They were like, oh, you say you're a herbalist. Yes, I am. I'm everything, because I had to learn everything along the way. And that's why I love my manager, because he tries to get me into everything, and I love that about him, because I'm always interested in doing everything I can to make myself better. Like I said, I love painting, so I love to paint and dance and all of that. So I do all of that stuff.
You mentioned discipline.
Discipline, yes.
Discipline is a critical element, I would presume.
Oh, very, very important. The music industry, I would say, doesn't really have feelings. You have to have a hard back, like they say. You have to put yourself in a position where you don't get too defensive. You can't be defensive at no time, because sometimes what you may see might not be what the next person sees. So sometimes I get a little pressure in playing my piano, Calvin. I get a little pressure in playing my piano, but I know that I have to always have that discipline, so I follow the rules. You understand? So it's all about rules and discipline. Yeah.
I remember watching one of the shows on television, one of the modeling shows, and they would send them on runs, on runs to go see. Yes. And if you get there late, it's almost like you're out.
It's over for you.
Know?
It's over. And timing is very important. You can't go to, like, if you're gonna have an interview or something like I had with you today, you see me there, like,
you were there waiting for me.
It's discipline. All that is discipline. Is artist development. You have to make sure how you put yourself out there as a brand, or how you want to see yourself, how you treat people. It's so important to treat people right, you know, and all of that. You know, some of the rich stars out there, they don't really care. They treat people however they want to treat people. But for you to be loved and understood, at times you have to learn how to prepare yourself for everything.
And the humility comes into play as well.
Right, definitely.
Being humble.
Very, very humble.
And I would suspect things like not thinking you know it all.
You can't know it all.
You know,
ever.
Not thinking that you it's your way or no way, that kind of thing.
Yeah. You have to be very respectful, very humble, and I learned that over the years, and a lot of discipline. And like I said, that's why I'm here today doing what I do, because I never stopped learning. And for every artist out there, that's the most important thing. Start by disciplining yourself.
You've grown quite a bit, Tracy. You've really, I mean, I knew you, you know, from the Q95 days and all of that. And I'm seeing quite a mature person in front of me there this evening. And it pleases me to see that.
Thank you. And I always say, you know, something is there, always inside of you, as long as you let it out and you make the best out of it. So that's what I did.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
This one is called My Pride. 9:21. This is the In the Spotlight radio show. We're here with our girl, our Dominican girl. We know her as Tracy Johnson, but she's now Samantha Moon. Artist, stage name Samantha Moon. Let's give this girl some support. Let's take this one back from the top. It's called My Pride.
One-on-one with interesting personalities, educational and informative topics and issues, intriguing and entertaining. A must listen to In the Spotlight, Monday nights from 8 p.m. on Q95.
I want to hear about that song, Tracy.
Yes.
My pride. Please don't take my pride. In fact, when I saw the name of the song, I knew there's a song here called that Michael Henderson did called My Pride. So I was expecting something a little bit upbeat.
Yeah.
And then this one just came, and then your voice
So
just
cool.
came, and then I thought, okay, I understand why she likes Anita Baker, and I understand why she likes, or she's inspired by those types of artists.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
That's an awesome track. I felt it. You know, you listen to the song and you can feel the music. You can hear the vocals. You can listen to the lyrics and you can love the song.
Yes.
This is good work, Tracy.
Thank you.
Really, really good work.
Oh, you're getting me all emotional.
I know, but
I'm just like all emotional.
one of
right
my
now.
actually I'm here. Oh, the songs were sent to me, but I didn't get a chance to hear them.
Listen to them.
I'm
yes.
actually listening to them now, together with the listeners. Well, David is there giving you know, his support, and he says one of my favorite songs from Samantha, which means that he knows your music.
He
He
does,
is very
he
familiar
does,
with your
he
music.
does.
So there are some people on the ground who are familiar with your music.
They are.
We are familiar with you, but many persons are not familiar with your music.
Yes.
So we hope that they can begin to get familiar with your music.
Yeah, I do.
4 tracks on this, for now.
4. It's an EP.
It's an EP.
Yes.
Tell me the difference, Samantha, because
An album is like consists of 7 to at least 14 or more
Uh-huh.
songs, and an EP you can have like 2 songs, 4 songs.
well, educate me, my dear, because I'm learning. I'm learning this tonight. There's one more we have to listen here. To hear. It's called Call Me.
Call Me Now.
Call Me Now.
Yes.
Call Me Now. What is this one?
This one is about like the same thing. You see, I'm talking about the lyrics for when it comes to people trying to bring you down and put you underwater, and they don't want to pick you up, and they will see you drowning and not try to save you on their boats, just in a metaphor. And you know, at the end of the day, not because someone do you something you have to do back. You know that do back thing doesn't work.
Gosh, tell me
You
about
know
it.
how serious this thing is. A lot of us don't realize that, you know. But the thing is, no, the do back thing won't work. So I was saying, just when I thought I was going on so quickly, God just pulled me up and was like, you know, lift your head up. And I was saying, I'm not gonna do it to the next person that saw me drowning and wasn't gonna come pick me up, you know. So that's what the song is about.
So is this?
And it says, "No, you call me now. No, you call me."
So is
So
this something that is real life?
It's real life.
It's real life.
It's real life.
Real life.
Through all the things I've been through, this is a real life song from my experience.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good stuff. You know.
Yes.
Let's listen to Call Me Now.
Turned your back
is absolutely international. You're right up there, Tracy. You're right up there with
you.
all. I mean, your voice. It's rich, it's deep, it's soulful. It's everything that is needed to make it in this American market in particular. Now, we've heard the music. How can we get it if we want to get it? Is it available to us?
It's available everywhere you can think of. It's on all social media platforms. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Shazam even. It's on Instagram, like you do the Instagram live, or you can play a little music in the back of your Instagram page. You can do that also. It's on Facebook. Just name it. Google Play. Well, so many platforms. Pandora, iHeartRadio. It's about everywhere.
It's about everywhere.
Yeah, YouTube.
How do you feel about this work?
I feel amazing, and there's so much, or so many other new songs that's gonna come out, and songs even more amazing because it always gets better. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel proud of my work. It's been a long time. And I've been waiting, and we took our time to do this, my team and I, and it feels good. You know, it feels...
You should be very proud of yourself.
It feels great.
You should be very proud of your work.
I am.
You should be very proud of your talent, your skills. I don't know which ones of those you wrote.
I wrote all of them.
You wrote all of them?
Yes.
How do you get your writing inspiration? How does it
Through
happen?
experience, and I've been writing for so long. It's easy to pick up a pen and write. I know a lot of people talk about writer's block, but I don't really get that. No, it's natural to write for me. And the first thing I used to do for Dino was freestyle. I used to freestyle so much, it's not funny. My mom used to get tired of me. Exactly.
So you just be in the house and you would just be there doing your thing.
Freestyle all the time. Freestyle.
Well, it takes talent. It takes skills to be able to do that.
I know, because I know the lyrics has to be all up in your head. But yeah, I love to freestyle, so that's where it started. And then I decided it's time to start writing and paying attention to my writing skills. I'm also signed up as a writer, so
you can write for other people.
I can, and I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm signed up as a writer.
When do you get into your writing zone? Do you need to be in the back porch somewhere? Do you need to be locked up in a room? How does it work for you? What gives you the...
It all depends. I might be somewhere and think, something sounds good, like a melody to me. I might be humming something. I just record it on my phone, and when I get back, I record it in the studio. So it all depends on how I feel at the time. There's no special time to write. It can happen at any time. Yeah.
What are you expecting to come out of this?
Well, first off, I want to see every dream I ever desired that I put out in the universe to be fulfilled.
Oh my God, you're getting me emotional.
I mean, that's where it starts, right? And then after that, I want to do as much as I can for my family, for the people I love, the people I can help in life, Because it's not always easy to say, here's $1,000 or $100,000, but at the same time, I know what I'm about, and I know what I want to do for my country and myself and the world and for my family. So I just want to be worldwide. I want the whole world to hear the music and to listen.
The world should hear your voice.
That's what I want to get out of it, and everything else will follow, But I need the world to continue supporting me, especially my people from Trafalgar. I know they support me 100%. And my people love me. I can't say anything about my people.
Well, there's a lot more people who are hearing you tonight.
Yes.
And who are going to be loving you too.
Yes. And for Dinah, I want my people to stay on track with me and try to keep, how do you say? To keep track of everything that I do, because I don't want just the world out there to know me, because a lot of people, it's like when I look at the different places that paying attention to me. Dominica do a lot, but it's mostly in the US. I want my people to go with me like we always have when I did Q95 talent search and everything. And I know they're still there, but if you can push more, it would be nice.
Tell me how we can follow you, your social media platforms and all of that.
Yeah.
What do we look for?
Everyone could follow me on Facebook at Miss Samantha Moon or just Samantha
I think
Moon.
I'm following you already, so
Yes.
I don't think I need to
and
do
then
that.
Instagram, it's at Miss Samantha Moon. That's
I don't know if
MS.
I'm actually following you on Instagram, but
Yeah.
we can do that too.
You're doing everything right now.
All right, so
That's great.
Miss Samantha Moon on Facebook,
Miss Samantha Moon on Instagram.
on Instagram,
And Samantha Moon on Facebook.
Samantha Moon on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other platforms?
I'm on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Miss Samantha Moon also. On Reverb Nation. You know what? Here, look, this is easier. If everyone goes to my website, samanthamoonmusic.com, you can get everything right there.
Okay. So go to your
Yeah,
website, Samantha
to
Moon.
my website.
And I actually went for the first time today.
Yes.
Calvin shared the website, and I actually went there today.
Yes.
And it's quite easy, you know, just to go
It's
through,
easy.
check the about and whatever.
Right.
So if we go there, then we can follow you,
You
and
can
we can.
follow me and just sign up to my newsletters. You'll see what shows I'm having next, what's going on. I have my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything you can think of, Twitter on there and everything. So everyone can check it out at samanthamoonmusic.com.
All right, and that is, I think that is the way that we can start.
Yes.
For those who had not known what you were up to, what you were doing, those who are listening, we hope that as they're listening, they go on their on your website
Yes,
or on social
yes.
media platforms right now and start following you and start getting a sense of what you're doing and what you're going to be up to, because that is how we can start supporting you. In terms of
He just subscribed to my channel.
oh, he did.
I won't say who it is. He's like doing me like this.
Does he live here? Is he here, or did he travel with you? This gentleman right there. It's not Calvin.
No.
Oh, he's
No.
just there doing some stuff, right?
No.
I didn't even catch his name.
He's a great photographer.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
Do I know you? Maybe.
He's an amazing photographer.
So why you don't want to give him his plug too? Yes.
You want me to call your name?
Why not?
Yes, it's Kevin Judge in the building, y'all.
Okay.
He's like, if you all can follow him on Instagram also, right now he's filming me in the studio.
Okay.
95, so.
Awesome. All right.
I know
Miss
once
Tracy.
my manager chooses him, he is amazing.
Oh, okay. So Kevin George it is.
Yes.
So Kevin George has been with us actually from the beginning here this evening, and we're
Yes.
only now acknowledging him. Shame on us.
He's telling me shush. I don't know
That's
why.
what I thought. I thought he didn't want to be. He didn't want it to be known that he's actually here with us in the studio. But we're happy to have you,
I
Kevin.
want to pick up Chester Wilson's right away too.
Oh, Chester. How is
Oh,
Chester?
you know Chester?
Of course
Chester
I-
is great.
Hello.
Chester is amazing.
Chester's
Yeah.
from Port Michelle.
Yeah, I work with
You know who is
Chester
his
too.
mom? Melvina.
Of
Yeah,
course.
so,
It's
yeah.
my lady.
There you go.
Yes.
So what kind of support does he provide?
Oh, Chester is someone who codes music and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Codes music.
Yeah. He shares videos on his Instagram all the time about always having the knowledge. Knowledge is the key of how to take care of your music and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I know it's a bit late to take calls, but if you're listening and you would like to call in and give this lady some encouragement, give her some feedback, let her know how you feel about her music and what she's doing, then we can do that. Let me give you the numbers. They are 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. The overseas line is 305-432-9624, and she's going to stand by to do something for us as well. So if you think the voice that you're hearing is not the same as a natural voice, we're going to see that in just a while. So give us a call, 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097, overseas 305-432-9624. Now the Facebookers always give me a hard time for the telephone. Remember, as I said, I'm just doing a little live on my social media. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get the callers to get you to hear the callers, because if they're interacting with the guest. But we're gonna try our best. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Okay.
She's 30. I knew her from a long time ago.
Okay.
This to her.
Thank you.
So what do you think about what she's doing?
I think she's doing the greatest thing that she ever loved.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you too. I love you so much. Thank you. Did he say his name?
What's your name? She wanted to know who you are.
Bye.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hi. Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Interesting program, very interesting program. One of the questions we'd like to ask, how did she make it to Minnesota? From Dominica, I know she said she traveled, but how did she actually make it to Minnesota and set up shop in Minnesota?
All right, thank you.
I guess I know people. That's what they sometimes say, right?
All right.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, like I said, you have to elevate and then you know people that knows other people. So, and I just moved to Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, the music was going good for me there, so I had to move.
And you set up shop right there.
Right there.
Okay. Tracy, what do you have on standby to do for us?
You want me to do an acapella or something?
Whichever works for you.
Okay.
It's quite fine with us. Did you come prepared? In the meantime,
I'm always prepared.
you're always prepared. I guess. All right. The gentleman here is getting his camera ready. I'll probably get my other phone ready too, so I can do a separate video as well.
Okay.
So, are we ready? Are we ready? Let's see. Let me get my own camera going as well. Yes, Tracy. Okay, so Tracy's going to do something for us. What are you going to do, Tracy?
I'll just sing Call Me Now because that's like one of my songs that I really like. All my songs are my babies, but I want to sing this one. Acapella.
Okay.
Do you remember me trying to stay over the water? Do you remember me calling for your help? You turned your back on me, my only help for shelter. At least I thought, but when I looked, another door was open. Just when I thought I was going down so deeply, a voice said to me, don't lose your faith so quickly. I came to adjust to the situation. A miracle then came to my salvation. You call me now. You call me now. Oh, you calling me now when it's your turn, and now you on the water.
All right. So we just got this one from Tracy. Sorry, I was doing who? Well, why not? Hey, listen, my dear. You are in your home country.
Yes.
And we have to show love to our people.
Yes, and it's so good.
And that's my way of showing love to you.
Yes.
And my way of letting you know that I support you. And I want to see you succeed.
Thank you.
So I did my little separate video so I can post it separately as well.
Yes.
Let's take this call right here. Good evening. Hi.
So, and I just tuned in, and I'm very much heartedly moved by one of our stars from Trafalgar, the young lady, Miss Tracy Johnson. Tracy Johnson continue to move waves and continue to be an example of a young lady continues to inspire a lot of other artists in Dominica by and large, in the rest of the world. I'm really, really proud of her, and I want to tell her to continue working hard for what, and she has a talent that is untouched, and I know that she's going to go places. It's just a matter of time, and I'm going to pick her up, she and the family, and just tell her to continue to remain focused. Tracy grew up in Trafalgar. I know she knows where she grew up. I know she has been part of a musical family too. Her father used to drum for the Lucas Band. She too was, part and parcel. She made Lucas Band look good when she had the time to work with us. So I'm really, really proud of her, and I believe this is the kind of energy that we need from our young people. And I'm really, really proud of her, and I know she will go places, and it's just a matter of...
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for calling and contributing. Good evening. Hello, good evening. Overseas line. Okay, then you take this one. Good evening. Good evening.
I just called to be of Tracy, Samantha. You can big up, love you call one.
Okay, I love you too. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. I really hope this person is not trying. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Samantha.
Yes, hello.
Bless up.
Thank you. Blessings to you also.
Sure, and the wicked show, you're on the right path. I can tell you, you know what I mean? Just stay with it. You got all the attributes, everything's working for you, voice, talent, skills, beauty, everything in one package. So I can see and I know you're on the right path. Just keep with it, and the results will be the results, and that it can only get up,
Yes, thank you.
So looking forward to seeing you in Chicago, great.
Kofi.
Kofi,
my boy. Yes, King. Yeah, man, that's all. Yes. Yeah, all the time.
Thank you for always tuning in, Kofi. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for always listening, my dear. All right. Okay, thank you, Kofi. All right, bye-bye. Somebody sends me a note. Mr. Correa, thank you, sir. Always tuning. Well, whenever he can tune in, he tunes in, and he says he tried calling. This young lady is positive. I hope young artists and young people in general are listening. She's such an inspiration. I thought I was listening to Sade. It's interesting that he makes that connection though to Sade.
Really?
Because yes, you do have a little something there as well.
I love Sade also.
Yes.
I think, after listening to an artist that you love
Yes, go ahead.
so much, I guess sometimes it rubs off of you a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
But I would have to say that I pick up my own style too.
Yes. No, we can tell.
I can understand what the person is hearing.
Okay, yes. It's the smoothness.
Yes.
She was already smooth.
And she was really a high singer too. And just her voice, it sounds like it's high, but it's not. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
I love it.
Thank you. Good evening. Good evening.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
I just want to big up Tracy tonight. Hello, Tracy.
This is the one who sells the cart fee. What you said the name is? Oh, Bolo! Bolo, we didn't hear you say Bolo.
Wow.
I know Bolo is always tuned in too.
It's so good to hear from you, Bolo. It's been a while. Wow. Thank you so much for calling. Good to hear your voice. Yes.
acutely.
Yes, always.
Yeah. Wish you Godspeed and I wish you go places, and go far and to things beyond and to the glory of God.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. On the telephone, good evening.
Tracy, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
You remember me?
Yes, I do, actually. Wow. Oh, man. Yes. Yes, yes. Wow. She remembered so well. Thank you so much for calling.
Wow.
I haven't heard her voice in years. I do.
Conversation we have?
Yes, I do.
Yes, and I'm so happy. I've been looking for you, wondering what happened.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad. Yes. Talk to the family, but in that song, didn't you? I really love that song.
Thank you. I'll see if we can find it. I'll see if we can find it.
Thank you so much for calling.
It's on a record, I will buy it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you remember what song
I
she
remember
referred
what
to?
it was.
It was a song you sang for QTS?
For Christmas. It was a Christmas song.
Oh.
That I sang. That was
How long ago was that? A very long time
I
ago.
think it was a 4 DBS competition.
Okay. And she remembers.
She remembered it.
That's a fan right there.
A guy named Kaichi
Wrote it for you.
Yes.
But it's what I'm happy, if anything else, at least this caller who just called, who you seem to have had some kind of connection with, didn't know what you were up to or didn't know what you were doing. And if anything, this program probably put her heart to rest tonight, that she knows where you are, what you're up to, and what you're doing.
You're so right,
yes.
right now. And it feels good to hear like people that I haven't met in so long. And I feel great. I feel loved.
Yeah. You do. All right. It's already 3 minutes to the hour of 10 o'clock. And our 2 hours always fly by so quickly on this program. And again, I'm just happy to have this opportunity to do things like this. To allow people, to give people this platform to come and to talk and to share with us.
Yes.
To let us know what they're up to, what they're doing, to motivate, to inspire, to do all of that beautiful thing. I'm happy that I had you tonight. Tracy, I know you're just visiting. You're visiting for just a short period. In fact, you're actually leaving in the sometime soon, this week actually.
Yes.
Soon you're leaving already. And so, I always say to people, when people are visiting that you think should be on the program, reach out to me. I will make the effort, to have them on the program. And I'm happy that Calvin reached out so that I could have Tracy on this evening. And even otherwise, feel free to reach out to me. It's easy. Send me an email in the spotlight.da@gmail.com. Messenger I do, but the program has its own number, but sometimes that phone is always dead somewhere. But you know how to make contact with me. Feel free, and people do. They make contact. A lot of the people that I have on this program, I do not have to do much reaching out. A lot of people just reach out on behalf of other people. In fact, just this week, somebody called me and said, there is this person I know who's leaving state. And it's going to be gone for a while. You need to bring them on the program. I made contact with the person, so I'm expecting the person to get back to me. But a lot of times that's how it happens, I also reach out to people, but a lot of times people reach out. So I want people to continue reaching out. Once I think that you are deserving of being on the program, I try my best to facilitate as many people. I try to not say no to anyone, but if you don't really have a story, you know, I'm not gonna bring you on the program per se, you know. I try my best to facilitate people, but you know, so touch base and do that. So, Tracy, now we know her as Samantha Moon, so people, once you see Samantha Moon anywhere on your social media, maybe on the news sometime, maybe on the Grammys, who knows, we know that's our Dominican Tracy Samantha Johnson, doing big things, and she's gonna succeed, she's going to do well, and we should try to support in whatever way that we can. We can't do financial support, but if we give moral support, that works even better. So Tracy, let's get some final words from you.
Yeah.
As we wrap up this evening.
So once again, I want to thank Q95 and Fedina for having me tonight on the In the Spotlight show. It was amazing, Fedina. It's always good having an interview with you. And I want to say good night to the Trafalgar Massive, my Trafalgar people. I love you so much. My Dominican people, I love you so much. Minnesota and the world, Chicago, up in Chicago, I got my good friend in Chicago, so big up Chicago one time listening, and just worldwide. And I want to tell all the young youths growing up and coming to figure out what they want to do in life, that you should just keep at it and keep your craft crispy. You know what I mean? And just everyone, just have a great night, and don't forget to go follow me on Instagram at Miss Samantha Moon, and to make it easier, like I said, SamanthaMoonMusic.com, and you can follow me from anywhere there with Facebook, YouTube and whatnot. So yeah, and just buy the music, stream it. If you can buy, stream. I got free streaming services everywhere, so people can stream also.
Okay, good.
And all the DJs, check me out. And Creole Festival.
we didn't even talk about the Dominica leg. You know, what is it that you would like to do soon in Dominica?
Yeah. Creole Festival needs to call me. Yeah.
Give you that call. You would like to do the World Creole Music Festival.
Definitely. Things are getting heated, and we need to
cool it down a bit. All right.
We go to my family also.
Yes. All right. That is a wrap on the In the Spotlight radio show for tonight. It was a wonderful program of music, lovely music, a beautiful voice, a talented lady, participation from the public. All those of you who listened via Q95, those who viewed on social media, it was indeed a pleasure tonight. God willing, we will be back here next week Monday for another program. Remember to follow me as well on my page. Well, it's actually a friend's page, but you know, I'll do the page at some point in time. But you can also become a fan of the In the Spotlight radio show. You can also like the In the Spotlight Facebook page, and you can follow me, Fedina Frampton, on both Instagram and as well on Facebook. And we continue to do this. Again, my darling Glenda, love you, girl. Thank you for this gift. Really, really appreciate it. I suspect some people are going to have to ask for theirs, but hey, they're going to have to go your road to get it, right? Good night, everyone. Until next time. And Calvin, good night to you as well. Thank you for making this happen. And it was my pleasure to do it as well. This is our Dominican young lady, and we have to support her. We have to know what she's up to, and we're very proud of you, Tracy. But she